Alright, my name is James Opute. I'm a sophomore major in chemical engineering at the University of Kentucky. I'm originally from Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos and I came here in 2016. So when I got here, first of all, I joined multiple student organizations on campus. So that includes the African Student Association, which is, as it says, the African Student Association. It's a group of Africans who come from different African countries, like in Africa, and they generally have meetings and have events where they kind of showcase their culture to the students here at UK, and it's a really great opportunity to not only be friends with these people but actually work with them and share your culture to other people within the community as a whole. So I feel like every single professor I've had has not only given me this personal attention in terms of when I visit their office hours, but has shown their commitment to see me succeed, and that's something I really admire a lot about the professors here at UK. When I talk to a professor, I see this willingness to help me out in any way they possibly can, which is something that doesn't happen everywhere in the world or even in every school. For instance, I was with my CME 200 professor, and after we talked about what I needed to know about the class, she began to ask me about my career goals. That, oh, you're an international student. What are your plans for the future? And that genuine interest alone kind of made me open up to her and let her know oh, this is what I want to do. And she advised me, she counseled me, and that really went a long way in building my confidence and helping me achieve or aim for whatever I want to achieve even more. Back home in Nigeria, it was more of a smaller setting because I went to a private school. So that coming to college and having about 200 people in a classroom kind of was a huge blow. But even though it seemed like it was different, it really wasn't, depending on how well you pay attention. Because even though a class might seem really large, if you just commit to whatever is going on in the class, it gets a lot smaller, because if you're answering questions, professors get to know you and have that personal relationship with you because you're constantly showing them or constantly telling them that you're here, you're present, and you're aware of what's going on. And that really helped me, even though it was a really large classroom, feel like it was indeed a smaller type classroom, because one, I always sat at the front, and two, I always kind of had that connection. If there's one thing I noticed about being in a place like Lexington, is that it's a small community where everyone kind of understands how things work, and it's a really nice experience going to the mall or just driving by downtown Lexington and seeing how much of the community and how everyone knows, oh, this is what's going on, Keelan's open for this season too. So plus, even though it's not as big of a city, just going downtown, it's still decorated, they still have a lot of festivals, they still have a lot of gatherings, they still have a lot of events going on. On July 4th, they had a parade, which was amazing. So I feel like even though Lexington might not be the biggest city, it's a really good place to find genuine hospitality and a community that cares about you.